Virgo, welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan, thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Or if you're interested in more tarot readings after this, go ahead and check out my wife's channel at Val323 Tarot. Please review as well. Thank you. I'll be starting by pulling your current or overall energy. And then we'll be going into clarifiers. Okay, I'll get the cards out first, and then I'll begin. Okay, we got a chunk flying out. Oh boy. Oh boy, Virgo, buckle up. Okay. Yeah. We'll see. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. We'll see. Whew, goodness, Virgo. Virgo. Looks like I'll be addressing the Virgo mind today, or Virgo minds. Whether it's sun, moon, rising, or north node, Virgo energy. This is definitely all about Virgo energy, and this is what's kind of fascinating. The Seven of Pentacles on top of the deck. It's definitely about looking at what you have and assessing. There is definitely a heavy mind energy here. That being said, jumping into this, I do see that you may be trying to research or gather information on something or possibly someone, or maybe about something specific regarding your situation. Not too sure exactly what this could be about, but it is causing a little bit of internal conflict, a little bit of struggle and challenge energy. And I do see that there is possibly a difficulty kind of finishing something up or closing something out. I kind of feel like it's an energy of trying to complete something or get past something for the sake of moving forward. Now, that being said, at the same time, you also are experiencing and going through some sort of personal transformation or shift with yourself. This endeavor could be affecting you, or you could be affecting this endeavor. I'm not too sure exactly which one is which here, because there is something you're still trying to kind of process and work through and work on, or possibly put together for yourself. It does feel a little bit financially related. Not too sure. We'll find out through the clarifiers, but I do see it's an energy of not too sure if kind of step in and take more action or take more charge, or to kind of hang back and kind of watch and observe and see how things unfold. A lot of this situation is a little bit uncertain as to which direction it's going to kind of move. And that being said, at the end of this, well, there definitely is some type of breakthrough here in information or truth or clarity regarding the situation. But at the same time, I'm a little curious because there is that difficulty in kind of doing this. So it feels like there's some things you know, there's some things you don't know. And that's kind of how life goes, Virgo. So let's go ahead and jump into clarifiers and see what we can kind of find. You definitely are, it's fascinating. It's an energy of, I may have absolutely no idea where to begin with this, but as long as you're willing to kind of sit with it and process things, that's where your energy begins to kind of shift here. Let's see. Maybe it's not necessarily, I was going to say, maybe it's not necessarily a matter of knowing something rather than how you feel towards it, or them. Yeah, there's a decision here you know you need to make, but it's very difficult kind of gathering. For some reason, it's difficult gathering information for the sake of clarity. And I'm not sure what that's about. Either that, it's sort of like you saying the information you are gathering isn't necessarily helpful. It's kind of like unnecessary mental chatter or analysis. It's kind of like saying you're just overthinking. Not to say that you are Virgo, but that's a possibility when you kind of think. You're now thinking yourself in circles. you know you need to make a decision about this, but you don't want to live from the mind. You want to utilize the mind. Keep the mind sharp, but don't stay there. Otherwise, it becomes a prison cell. Yeah, this is definitely a difficulty. It's something that you are you're trying to move forward with, and you're trying to kind of, like I said, complete something at the same time, because it is so difficult moving forward to try and determine how you're actually going to handle this thing. You also are saying like, what did I used to do? What did I used to kind of stick with here? Now you're trying to learn from your past. Okay. Yeah. You don't want something to be over, it feels like. You don't want something to be over. You just want to kind of try and figure out how to get things to move forward. Because you do have some type of vision in mind, but it feels like things aren't necessarily going the way or direction you thought they would. That's interesting. What could that be about? Well, whatever this shift is, you're showing up different. That is for sure. That is for sure. It's kind of like you're going through your tests, Virgo, regarding whatever vision this is. Like, you got a vision, life is going to test you about that. It's interesting though, because you're showing up. I'm up and I'm ready for it. So whatever has shifted within you, Virgo, you're saying, I definitely am good to go. Let's see where this kind of takes me. But at the same time, you're saying, well, but wait a minute. You yourself know, you know. Yeah. Ooh, it's about a connection. It's about a connection, Virgo. Don't exactly know what type of connection, but I feel like this may be a connection from the past. And if it's not a connection from the past, then this is definitely you trying to, in a sense, recreate things presently to where they line up with how things used to feel in the past between the two of you. And that's what's fascinating. It's an energy of, is this connection just too far gone? Is this connection just too different now? Is it sustainable? Is it stable, secure? Or is it an energy of you, Virgo, have gone through some type of shift, and therefore now you're having to kind of readdress your emotions and feelings towards this person? I don't know. But you're a little bit unsure of how to kind of approach this. And that's why I feel you're taking your time here. You're taking your time. The devil. Ooh, don't take too much time though, Virgo. Like I said, don't take too much time. Your mind, if you get stuck in your mind, it'll become a prison cell. Yeah, you're really trying to work on this and put something together, but it's to the point where you're kind of racking your brain around, and it's like, I can't figure this out for the, I just can't figure this out. And it isn't a different energy, but at the same time, it's kind of like saying, well, if I don't deal with this today, I'll deal with it tomorrow. If I don't deal with it that day, then I'll deal with it the next day. You start pushing it off to the side, or you kind of push it off to the back burner, and you don't deal with it or face it or confront it or deal with it. But it's still there. And it's sort of like saying, you need to address this. You need to acknowledge this and kind of figure out, like, okay, does this door need to be finalized and closed? Or is there a way to actually work through this and figure out, where you guys are going together? But this half in, half out energy is going to create toxicity. Kind of like saying, well, then why are you there, Virgo? If you're not going to be there 100%, then, or them, vice versa. Vice versa. Kind of like, well, I'm here, they're there. It's like, well, okay. How are things moving, though? With the Knight of Pentacles, how are things moving? Yeah, it's almost like it's a rolling stone. A rolling stone. It takes some time. It's hard to read. It's kind of it's creeping forward, but again, there's also that cautiousness to it. Yeah, you're wanting momentum. You're wanting momentum. A little curious though, because momentum between the two of you, it's fascinating. It's very fascinating. There's a cautiousness to your energy of you saying, I want things to move forward. So then what isn't moving forward? It's a very broad energy. It's a very broad energy. You're kind of giving me this umbrella energy of it's everything, but it's everything, but you're not being specific. It's everything and, well, someone, but who? Yeah, and there's that energy of at the end here, Virgo, of, well, this isn't quite exactly the information that is helpful. And that's what's fascinating is, well, if that devil shows up, I feel like that is a pretty clear indicator that you might be tiptoeing around something here that might not be the best. I feel like, unfortunately, this is kind of leaning that direction of, well, some type of karmic cycle possibly, if this kind of continues spinning in circles. I don't exactly know what's going on, but of course, if you are dealing with anyone, we do have Libra, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Gemini, and Virgo. Goodbye.